Vegas Raiders. Another step towards the Super Bowl begins. We're off in the first of 4 divisional round games. Fields this one at the 3. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 18-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 72.
And the first carry here for Ashton Jeanty. Blocked by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Right at the line of
These big D tackles. In this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stops.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Here we go. Tracking 60. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
To the air on 3rd and long. One of guys there, and it's intercepted. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it.
Intercepted by the Ravens. They'll take over 1st and 10.
Now, we all know everybody wants to avoid an opening drive 3 and out, partner, but given how that one just went, an opening drive punt probably doesn't seem too bad right now.
No, I think everybody on that sideline would co-sign, especially the quarterback. And you also now give life to this defense and their offense that runs on the field.
All set to go now from the 35. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
First down, here's Lamar. Taken in by Noah Fant. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
We get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Cade, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens pick it off and get
But niggas say that he could beat me. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. You're trash, bro. If you wanna build a bitch, I can build a bitch. If I had to build a bitch, I'd build a bitch. Yeah. Whole lot of.
Ensuing drive. That is Tyler Luke now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Raiders nothing.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give running right. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Passing now on 2nd and 10. Completed over the middle. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
Back to throw on 3rd down. That's complete. Here's Thornton. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. He gets 6 on that play, and the Raiders are going to have a 1st down. It's like you always say, right back to work for him, getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game, and you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. There's the intensity we expect in the playoffs. The defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line.
You see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside, you know defensively, tremendous anticipation. But even more, better execution.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down. Quick toss headed left. There's the intensity we expect in the playoffs. The defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. He's got it inside the 25. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Each round of the playoffs, Brock, getting some early points becomes more and more important. And they're on the board here in the divisional round.
Pretty tricky round for a lot of teams to get through, which makes some early momentum, to your point, all the more valuable. They're doing all they can to avoid getting tripped up before that conference title affair.
Nick Folk now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders tie this game 7-7.
At 7.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10.
180. What? 180. Nice shot.
Pressure coming. It's Jackson. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
That's a pretty cool look right there of the kind of coverage you're going to see when you play man-to-man. And that down and distance, you've got to be sharp on the outside. That DB certainly was.
180. Nice shot. 180. Nice shot.
Play action. Here's Jackson. Falls to the ground out left. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Designed wrong. Jackson keeping it. And this one does not get close. He stopped after 3, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Hey, that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in my double digits, and they nearly got it there.
4th down. Here's Jackson. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. What a play on 4th down. Give him the first after a gain of 27. All set to go now from the 35. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After that little 8-yard scooch, here comes 2nd and 2. One drawn up here for Lamar. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up with a loss of yards.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
So that's the end of one in this AFC divisional round contest. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this.
DC ready?
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now.
Hey, Alpha, sit up.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. Shoves one away. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. That's that running back to come up with more than he's used to on 3rd down. He made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly. He sure made that one look routine.
Buying some time right. Now a hit and Jackson loses the ball. And the Raiders get to it. And deep in their own territory, they're going to take possession now after the fumble. Look, you know, I'm always trying to be positive, partner. You take away the ending, it was a great drive. Everything they were hoping for, but all that work and effort, it's gone.
And all that people are going to remember, is that ending, Kate. That's all that unfortunately matters for this offense.
They're going to throw now, following the turnover. Has a man on target to Thornton. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Well, he came down a little awkwardly after making that tackle. Looks like he's in some discomfort now. We're going to have medical head out to check on him.
Panther 60, Dragon 60.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
19, Tiger, 19, 60, Maverick, 60, Maverick, 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler.
Another throw here on 2nd down. Forced out to his right. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. You got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing them. Their work doubly is difficult now after that holding call. It's 2nd and 20.
Let's go now. Bronco 80.
Looking in the air here. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Not an enviable spot as they come up 3rd and long.
Panther 11, Panther 11, 70 Timber, Buffalo 18.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. Impressive play, but they are well shy of the 1st down. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. After the holding call, they're going to need even more now on 3rd down.
Go! 19, 18, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Throwing off the play fake. Finds a seam down the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
They're going for this. It's complete. This is Bowers. And he's down to almost, nope, actually going to give him the 30 here. That's a 26-yard gain on 4th down, partner. Talk about a huge play there to extend this drive.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 18 Pioneer. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Check up.
1st and 10, looking to throw. That's complete to the back, Ashton Genty. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Sticking to the air here. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Jeez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Cougar 19. 79 Broncos. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Cut near the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders parlay the turnover into a lead.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
The kick is good.
That one splits the uprights.
Makes the score.
And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. From his own end zone, here we go. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him.
On the return, the Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Offense to the line. Here we go. Here's the handoff. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Looking quickly here.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Looking to throw, Jackson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
And 10 yards.
Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
On the move, headed right. He's making a bid for it. And he gets it up close to the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
4th down, it's Jackson. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Riley Moss with the pick. And the Raiders take over as he records his 10th career INT. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 19, truck, 19, light. Track him, 60. Ready.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
Incomplete.
Okay, what I love about that play, everybody can see the pass breakup, the knock away. You can see the result. What you don't see are the fundamentals. The corner's job of mirroring that route, being stride for stride, and then having the great anticipation and timing to knock it away.
Cowboy 80. Mustang 19. Go.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders grow their lead just before halftime. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with the touchdown.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Hardman with a return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Baltimore, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Jackson throwing here. This is Cox. That's Walker. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains. The clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll go with Hunt on the run. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. First down play, nets and 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Well, I call that a table setter. If you're getting that kind of efficient production out of your fullback, well, that just sets the table up for everyone else on this offense to eat.
Lamar now from the gun. Intercepted in the end zone. Emmanuel Forbes makes the play. And the Raiders return this one to the 10 before that return is halted.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back! Because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
And this gets him well away from danger as he is up past their 20. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's a gain of 11. And a Raider first down.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Covered big yards on the right side. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too.
And a Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
First and 10 from the 43.
Here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Hey, smash.
Counter give to Jency. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd.
Back at the 40-yard line.
And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And he's got it. It's in close. And he's brought down, and a penalty flag out on the play as well. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. I'll take 2nd down behind the sticks now after that holding call.
Check. Buffalo 18. 18, 15, red. 60
Back to throw. He's looking deep once again. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. Intended target, Dante Thornton Jr. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Giving this to Jency. Finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
That one right down the middle. And the Raiders stretch their lead to 21. Half the battle complete, Brock, as we resume play here. A spot in our AFC Championship on the line. Hardman with a return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. He's going to try another deep one here. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Andre Cisco. And the Raiders take over inside the 35 after the interception and a spirited return. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. And off to Genty. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Air it out on 3rd. Caught by Wilson. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Here's Genty. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, it did the job on 1st down. More to come.
And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal. Just couldn't get outside quick enough to take that D-line out of the picture, and one of those guys impressively got on the edge and caught him.
You know what's scary in this game today, Kate? When you watch the combine and you watch these 280-pound DNs that run like 4.6. Yeah. I am really thankful I don't play quarterback in today's game.
And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So now they're left with 4th and goal. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, Kate. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either. In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield. He's trying to go deep again. He's got it inside the 10. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
One left for Lamar. He's almost there, but no, they stop him at the last moment. He's going to be just inches shy of that 2-point conversion. They're in full comeback mode already here in the 3rd. An onside kick coming up. And the Raiders are able to secure the kick.
Each of these guys on this hands team, well, they're handpicked, no pun intended, for the assignment. And they need the guys out there who can always be relied on to go bring in that onside kick without incident.
1st down from the 42.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready, ready.
First plays a design run. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Trap 60, trap 60.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Escapes the pocket. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. You got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing them. So this is going to be second down and long following the holding flag.
Here we go. Hawks 70, Hawks.
Throw right side, caught by Wilson. And this one doesn't go far.
Garrett Wilson brings up third down.
Ready up.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line, third down.
Here we go, set. Panther 60, Panther 60. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Go.
Third and long for him here. And they can't connect on the third down. Deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got fourth down. Now the Raiders ready in for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. And this kick works out pretty well for him. It's blown dead at the 12.
At their own 12-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. From the gun, Jackson. Complete out to the right. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would love for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down. Lamar off the play fake. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football. All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on first down. Jackson trying to get on second down. He's loaded another one up. He had it for a moment, but a quick defensive play. Jarring loose, incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. Going to leave him with a tough third and long.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Jackson now on third. Throwing the out route complete. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, it looks like the 30.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
All right, looks like this is the moment they're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on fourth. And he stops. The call to go for it from their own side backfires on him with a turnover on downs. And now some great field position.
Fourth down, you want the ball in the hands of your biggest and best playmaker. In a lot of offenses, that is the QB. They trusted him to run for it, but the defense locked it down in time.
Set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Motion.
Rolling back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Second and 10. At the Ravens 30.
Back to the well again. They're working a couple yards past the line. Christian Gonzalez getting there for the tackle.
Gonzalez. A gain of 2 brings up third and 7.
Let's see what they draw up on this third and 7.
19 Lions. Let's go.
Throw here, third down. And that one's incomplete for now. He brings up fourth. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. So they get dinged for the holding. Got to wonder if that changes their call as they line this up for third down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Running it after the penalty. This is not going to get it done on third down. They catch it behind the line. This goes for a loss. Only 1 quarter left before we send one of these teams to the AFC title game. The Raiders have it, hoping to close out a win and advance another round. The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Throwing now on first down. It's Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense to the line fast.
Jackson sacked. A loss of 4 yards. It's second down.
The give here on second. And he'll get it up to the 27. Working quickly here.
It's tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 11. And it's third down.
Now Jackson off the play action. He's got his man. This is Walker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
That's good for Baltimore. First down.
Play action. Here's Jackson. That is Cox. This is Fant working downfield. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line.
That's another.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. This is a heater going deep. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Lamar throwing again. He's looking deep once again. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4. Offense in a hurry up here.
First down. First and goal, Baltimore.
From the red zone on first. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens get it back to within 2 possessions. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
The Ravens will line up for the 2.
One center for Lamar. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this two-point attempt fails.
Raiders 31, Ravens 19.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Has this at the 6. This makes it up to the 25.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
Let's go now. Ready,
Starting this drive with a design run. The drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
60, 70 Lions. Go.
This time he's looking to throw. Taking a shot deep here. He's got it inside the 25. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's a Vegas first down.
2 yards.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. He's got Bowers working the sideline. And they bring him down after what he thought was a great game, but officials are saying he had some extra help. We got a flag down. I think this might be a hold, partner. They'll take second down behind the sticks now after that holding call. They'll run here following the penalty. Second down run gets him 5. Now they've got third down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Here he goes, third and long. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And the Ravens have some new life in the fourth.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. First and 10 from the 32. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He throws a bullet to the center of the... That's grabbed inside the 30. And they're going to have it all the way down to the 25.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved the tight end that can stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes. And what a difference it can make for an offense.
Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's first and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that passing block. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Looking to throw it. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. That is Marcus Jones. And the Raiders have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day.
Okay, that's just one of those situations that is so difficult to be a quarterback in that spot. It's kind of like being a pitcher in a 3-0 count. You just oftentimes don't win. You feel like you got to force the issue, and you force the issue, and interceptions follow.
And that effort yields them about 3 yards there. Second down. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. Another give here to Jency. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. throw, 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Intended for Garrett
You never,
Wilson.
ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better
A.J.
look.
Cole in
Las
punt
Vegas
formation
sends out
for
the punt
Raiders.
team. It's fielded at the 14. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him
Raiders
down.
take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Play action now with Jackson. Trying to push deep downfield. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Emmanuel Forbes makes the play. We'll try and make the most of this interception. He takes it all the way back to the 25.
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it. That's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
And he gets a few on the plunge forward. Trying to set this up quick.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They're going to pass it here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? O-T-B, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
They'll air it out on 3rd. That's complete. Here's Thornton. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
And the Raiders 1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard
Oh,
line.
Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. This one's caught. Touchdown, Vegas. The Raiders likely locked up the win right there. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a
The
touchback.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Buys time, rolling right. He takes it himself. And he's brought down at the line. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
Well, I think all quarterbacks have been there before. You start scrambling, you're hoping for something to materialize, and nothing does. You just try to get back to the line, live to play another day, and more importantly, avoid a loss.
Lamar now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here.
A loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here he goes. One final shot. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Caught at the 20-yard line. And he is down all the way to that 15-yard line. So put this in the win column for the Raiders. And their run through the playoffs has reached the penultimate stop on the tracks. The conference championship game next week.